Last week, an 11-year-old boy named Jacob Wetterling was kidnapped from the streets of St. Joseph, Minnesota. The effect on Jacob's family has been obvious, but his kidnapping has also torn the tightly knit social fabric of the entire town.
National Guardsmen and police are chasing leads all over Minnesota, but they have found no trace of Jacob.
It is a crime that will forever change this community, and one that has terrorized Jacob's parents.
This shouldn't happen anywhere. It's the type of, it shouldn't happen anywhere. All I could think of was who would take a child away from their parents? I couldn't fathom it.
It was total shock, total disbelief. Even in talking with the sheriff's department here, they seem to be almost as amazed as we are.
We've taught him that people are good. We've worked for peace all our lives, and this is a real violent act. I don't understand it.
Despite a massive effort in the air and on the ground, police have few clues and don't even know what type of car Jacob's abductor used to flee the scene.
Jacob, I'm so sorry. It's incredibly painful to know his last days.
Today, after 27 years, Patty Wetterling finally learned what happened to her son, Jacob, who disappeared when he was only 11 years old, leaving their small town in Minnesota shell-shocked and the rest of the country horrified. In a federal courthouse, Danny Heinrich described in detail how he says he kidnapped and sexually abused the young boy. According to reporters in court, Heinrich told the judge, "I was driving on a dead-end road. I noticed 3 children on their bicycles with a flashlight." At the time, Jacob's brother described how the 2 of them and a friend were held at gunpoint.
He told us to put our bikes in the ditch and lay down.
Heinrich says he drove away with Jacob, handcuffing him. The boy asked, "What did I do wrong?" Heinrich told the court he sexually abused Jacob and then shot him at the edge of the woods. It would take nearly 3 decades for a break in the case. Heinrich's DNA discovered on a sweatshirt of another victim abducted around the same time. Police searched his home, leading to an arrest on child pornography charges. The 53-year-old told police where he buried Jacob's body in exchange for not being charged with the murder.
Farmland in central Minnesota kept a killer secret for nearly 30 years.
But late last week, authorities unearthed Jacob Wetterling's remains, ending a mystery that has long haunted the state. A kidnapper grabbed the 11-year-old as he biked home on an October night in 1989. The gunman confessed he drove Wetterling from St. Joseph to Paynesville, where he molested the boy and murdered him.
Just behind these trees is where investigators recovered Jacob's remains last week. On Wednesday, deputies told the Vosses they were there to look for stolen property and asked permission to dig on their land.
When there are that many people looking for something, it's either of really high value or it's a missing person.
Voss would later learn the Wetterlings were eventually led to the tree line that day. It wasn't until Friday when the Stearns County Sheriff confirmed at the Vosses' kitchen table that it was Jacob.
What I really wanted to say today is about Jacob. He's taught us all how to live, how to love, how to be fair, how to be kind. He speaks to the world that he knew, that we all believe in, and it is a world that's worth fighting for. His legacy will go on. I want to say, Jacob, I'm so sorry. It's incredibly painful to know his last days, last hours, last minutes. I would love to talk to you all. I'm just not ready yet, because for us, Jacob was alive until we found him. We need to heal, and we will speak with you. There's a lot of lessons learned, and there's a lot more work to do to protect all of our world's children. Thank you.